Today we're taking a look at the Brooklyn Nets vs Milwaukee Bucks match, which is happening on Thursday, June 17, 2021, and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on this game. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours and hours of your time searching the internet for some fake betting predictions and losing your money because of it. Join High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advices instantly. Kevin Durant was an unstoppable force in Game 5. With Kyrie Irving out due to injury, and James Harden clearly not at 100%, Durant played all 48 minutes and finished with 49 points, 17 rebounds, 10 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. Durant was incredibly efficient, shooting 16 of 23 from the field, 4 of 9 from 3, and 13 of 16 from the free throw line in the win. Jeff Green had a huge game off the bench for Brooklyn, knocking down 7 of 8 threes and finishing with 27 points in the game. Blake Griffin was the only other Brooklyn player in double figures with 17 points. Durant's Game 5 performance was nothing short of legendary as he reminded the league that he might be the most unstoppable scorer in the league. While some were questioning why Antetokounmpo didn't try to guard him at any point, Durant is simply too quick for Antetokounmpo to stay in front of. Tucker and Middleton got the vast majority of defensive assignments on Durant, and Durant was able to get to his spots and score efficiently regardless. Unless the Bucks trap him and force the ball out of his hands, expect another big scoring night from the easy money sniper. Harden improving his health after heroically returning from his hamstring injury to play on Tuesday will be a huge boost for the Nets. His ball handling was valuable in Game 5 as he recorded 8 assists even as he wasn't nearly as much of a scoring threat as usual. He didn't drive to the basket much on his injured hamstring, and getting downhill will be key for him to get to the free throw line more often while setting up shooters with open threes. If he can get back in rhythm and shoot more efficiently too, Nets fans should like their chances of winning outright. James Harden, who had been absent the entire series after getting injured in the first minute of Game 1, fought through 46 minutes and made an impact on the floor with 8 assists and 6 rebounds, despite only shooting 1 for 10 from the field and finished with 5 points. After winning the third and fourth game of the series at home, the Milwaukee Bucks were favored on the road in Game 5, with Kyrie Irving out and the health of James Harden in question. Milwaukee looked like they would be too much for the Nets for the first half, but the second half told a different story, and Milwaukee had no answer for Kevin Durant. Antetokounmpo is nearly unguardable when he gets downhill, especially in transition, but he has consistently let the Nets defense off the hook with too many pull-up jump shots and fadeaways instead of being more assertive and finishing at the rim. With just under 2 minutes to play in Game 5, Harden guarded Antetokounmpo one-on-one, but instead of challenging Harden, who was playing on one leg, to stay in front of him by driving to the basket, Antetokounmpo let Harden off the hook as he took a mid-range fadeaway that missed. The Bucks will need better ball movement as their stagnant offense has made it much easier for the Nets to guard Antetokounmpo with only Blake Griffin or sag off of other Bucks and clog Antetokounmpo's driving lanes. Better ball movement and getting Antetokounmpo downhill to open up open shots for others will be key for their offense on Thursday. The Bucks have simply shot themselves in the foot too many times this series with poor offensive possessions, and their stars and coach Budenholzer must make adjustments if they win in Game 6. Giannis Antetokounmpo led the Bucks with 34 points and 12 rebounds in the loss, shooting 14 of 22 from the floor, 2 of 4 from three-point range, and 4 of 7 from the line. Antetokounmpo is averaging 30.6 ppg in the series against Brooklyn, shooting 56.5% from the field but just 24.5% from three-point range and 36% from the free throw line. Chris Middleton was second on the team with 25 points in the Game 5 loss and is averaging 21.8 ppg in the series. Middleton has been inconsistent overall in the series, finding his shooting touch, making only 38.4% of his shots from the floor, 31% from three-point range, and 58.3% from the line. With Antetokounmpo's free throw troubles and below average shooting, Middleton and Holiday will need to consistently make shots for the Bucks to win and cover, especially if Harden gets into better form. Middleton scored 25 points in Game 5 as he made just 8 of 22 shots from the field. The Bucks have been incredibly frustrating to root for in this series, as they have continued to make poor decisions that have gifted the Nets points on both ends of the court. While Antetokounmpo has won 2 of the last 3 MVPs, Durant is clearly in a league of his own in this series, and I trust Durant and a limited Harden much more than the Bucks' big three. My betting advice for that game is to pick Nets plus 5.5. If there were any doubts about Kevin Durant in a big spot, he erased them Tuesday night in a spectacular performance. Durant had 49 points, 17 rebounds, 10 assists, 3 steals and 2 blocked shots to lead the Nets to a 114-108 win over the Bucks in Game 5 to give the Nets a 3-2 series lead. Yes, Durant won the Finals MVP, but he never had to carry a team in a big game like he did Tuesday. The Brooklyn Nets will look to close out the series and take care of business after making it a 3-2 series in their favor with a 114-108 win over Milwaukee last time out. Kevin Durant played all 48 minutes, leading the Nets with 49 points on 16 of 23 shooting with 4 threes and a 13 of 16 mark from the foul line, along with 17 rebounds and 10 assists for the triple-double. Jeff Green added 27 points on 8 of 11 shooting with 7 threes in 34 minutes off of the bench, and Black Griffin chipped in 17 points on 7 of 11 shooting with 3 triples to finish off the trio of double-digit scores for Brooklyn in the victory. James Harden made his return to the lineup, but was a non-factor offensively, scoring just 5 points on 1 of 10 shooting with 5 rebounds and 8 assists in almost 46 minutes of game time. Durant leads the Nets in scoring and rebounding in the postseason with 33.1 ppg and 9.1 rpg, while also chipping in 4.4 apg. Kyrie Irving's status is still up in the air, but he remains second in scoring with 22.7 ppg, 5.8 rpg and 3.4 apg. Harden is averaging 20.6 ppg with 6.1 rpg and a team-high 8.7 apg, while Joe Harris and Jeff Green are both averaging double digits in scoring so far in the playoffs. As a team, Brooklyn is averaging 106.6 ppg on 45.5% shooting from the field, 37% from 3 and 85.1% from the foul line, while allowing 98.8 ppg on 43.9% shooting from the field and 29.3% from 3 in their last 5 games. The Milwaukee Bucks will look to rebound and force a Game 7 after their disappointing showing last time out. Giannis Antetokounmpo led the way with 34 points on 14 of 22 shooting with 12 rebounds for the double-double, while Chris Middleton had 25 points with 3 threes and 5 assists, and Drew Holiday added 17 points with 3 threes and a team-high 8 assists. Brook Lopez added 15 points on 6 of 10 shooting with 3 threes and 6 rebounds, and Pat Connaughton added 10 points to finish off the double-digit scoring for Milwaukee in defeat. Antetokounmpo leads the Bucks in scoring and rebounding, averaging a double-double per game with 27.4 ppg and 13.3 rpg with 5.3 apg as well, while Middleton has 21.7 ppg with 7.6 rpg and 4 apg. Holiday has 14.9 ppg with 5.6 rpg and a team-high 7.8 apg, while Brooke Lopez and Bryn Forbes are also averaging double figures scoring so far in the playoffs. My betting advice for that game is to pick under 220. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.